What's up, mountain bike enduro guys? This is your program for the 10th of February, and we're going to be starting with some upper body endurance / core work. So I'll spin the camera around for some wall climb demos, and we'll get straight into it. Okay, so the wall climb is a fantastic movement for both shoulders, triceps, all the upper body stability work, and for your core. So it starts with a pressing position on the ground. So imagine you're going to be doing a press up. So lying flat on the ground, you're going to place your feet on the wall, do your press up, and start walking your hands back. And ideally, you're going to end up in an upside down position to then come back the same way. Now, I have no doubt that lots of you guys are going to be struggling with that. So you can scale that movement down massively. So first scaling option is to start with your arms locked. So rather than doing the press up, start with your arms locked and shuffle back as far as you can, staying in a reasonably hollow position, and then come back down. So the point of this is to be loading your shoulders in lots of different angles on the way up. So don't compromise your safety by going too far. A common mistake on this is to be soft through your midline, so you end up in an overextended position. The point also is that it's a stability, core stability movement. So if you keep yourself in more of a hollow position, keeping your bum back, that'll keep your spine nice and safe. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 of those, and then immediately after, you're going to come straight around to some ring support holds. So I know a lot of you guys have been struggling with these, so it's a really good movement for stabilizing muscles through your upper body and also bracing the core position. So you're going to time 30 seconds or thereabouts. You're going to pop up, holding the rings nice and tight towards your thighs, holding this hollow position, 30 seconds, and then drop down. If you struggle with that movement, you can do the movement with your toes on the ground. Obviously mine are off the ground there, but toes are a good way to scale the weight of the movement. Even better still is to use a band. So you can pop a band around. The most difficult part of this is getting into it. So one knee in, other knee in, and then same position. So the band gives you a little bit of help, but helps with the instability of the rings, which is really beneficial for the movement. And then once you've done 30 seconds of that, hollow holds. So you're going to set the timer again for another 30 to 40 seconds. You're going to hold a hollow hold. So this hold is going to be in the position that you've hopefully held on the wall climb, the position that you've held on the ring supports, by bringing this hollow, tight core position. You can put your arms overhead wherever you like, with your heels off the ground, shoulder blades off the ground, and holding here. It's a deceptively hard position to hold, but very good for training your midline in that supporting position, especially between the other two movements. So the first part of this is 4 rounds, not for time. So prioritize positions, prioritize this hollow position on the wall climbs, supports, and obviously on the ground. You rest as much as you like in between, but just make sure that you're moving with purpose and it doesn't take you an hour to do all 4 rounds. So part B of day 1 for you mountain bike enduro guys is 6 pass-throughs, 16 jumping lunges, 6 toes to bar, and 10-calorie bike or row or ski or equivalent. So pass-through is really good for additional shoulder stability and endurance. Particularly good for core explosiveness too. So starting back here, hopping through or passing through, hence the name, and then swapping between. So 6 of those. You can do those on parallettes. You can do it between benches. You can do it between chairs. Anything you like, just as long as you're locked out position and you're bringing those legs through. Then the toes to bar, jumping lunges. So 16, that's 8 each leg. Nice and dynamic, nice and quick. Then toes to bar. So if you can reach the bar, fantastic. If you can't, straight leg raises or knee raises are great. So scale down to a version that you can do for the whole workout through, because it is a capacity-based workout. It is as many rounds as you can for 30 minutes after all. And then the 10-calorie bike, row, or ski has to be reasonably hard. So think about consistency through the whole 30-minute workout. So the heart rate's going to be fluctuating a little bit, but at a very high pace. Lots of big movements here, lots to be going on, and this will be benefiting you for particularly shoulder and core endurance. And that's it for day 1. Moving on to day 2, banded good mornings with a bar. So a band, if you have one. Hook it in on your back, like in a back squat position. A good morning is simply a stiff leg deadlift, but the weight is on your back. It's really important to keep your midline nice and stable. Prioritize the natural curve of your spine. Then it's going to be a bit awkward, but a bar with no weight. So important that you don't load up heavy. And then you're going to lean over in that good morning position. Explode, clenching your butt and your hamstrings to make nice power movements. Explosive. You're going to do 20 of these. 20 of those 3 times with 2 minutes rest in between. Now fire your glutes and hamstrings up. Nice, explosive for the following workout, which is going to be brutal. So once you've done that, rest at least 5 minutes, and then you're going to be moving on to as many rounds in 20 minutes of 9 thrusters, preferably with a bar today. So the prescribed weights are just there as a guide, not to go over. So prioritize the squat, drive overhead on the thruster. Now the weight's on there for male and female. They are a top end weight. So we have no preconceived ideas of the weights that the majority of you guys are going to do. So it's important when you choose to scale the weight that you don't use that as a benchmark to reach for. Think about the purpose of the workout. So the purpose of this workout is ultimately capacity with lots of movement going on in it. If you can't do the 9 thrusters because you've chosen a weight that's too heavy, or you've gone to a weight that's going to compromise your position, then that purpose is lost, and you get either a strength element within a capacity workout, which we don't want today. We want big, nice, explosive movements. So choose a weight, even go a touch lighter than you normally would, but test yourself. Test yourself on the speed and the positions that you end up in. And then, so 9 thrusters, 9 pull-ups, kipping pull-ups if you had them. And again, if you can't do kipping pull-ups, scale. Scaling is not failing. So jumping pull-ups. We want jumping rather than banded, so that it's nice and quick to get the transitions between. So it's 9 and 9, 3 times round. Then a 1,000-meter row, I think. And then as many rounds of that as you can in 20 minutes. The final part of day 2, mountain bike enduro, is 30 seconds Russian twists, 30-second plank, hop off, a 10-second assault bike or rower or ski erg as quickly as you can. So that's a nice intensity element within some core work. And that's it for day 2. Day 3, mountain bike enduro, is going to be 800-meter run. So this is a big chipper. We call it a chipper because you basically chip away at each element. You go really fast. You don't really consider what's coming on next. Focus on the element that you're doing. So you're going to do your 800-meter run or equivalent row, ski, elliptical, turbo trainer, whatever. You focus on doing that reasonably well, then coming off, and then it's going to be 50 wall balls. So prioritizing the squat. So nice depth, drive, hitting the target, all 50 done, break as many times as you like, whatever's the quickest to get that done. Then out for another 800-meter run. You're going to immediately drop down, do 20 press-ups and 10 pull-ups. So the pull-ups today, kipping pull-ups. If you've got strict pull-ups, it's only 10, so try and get those done, or jumping pull-ups. Then another 800-meter run, another 50 wall balls, and finish with an 800-meter run. So as you can see, the way it's written down, it's clear to see that this is a longer end capacity workout, keeping your heart rate super high with some testing movements thrown in the middle. Then we're moving on to the second part of day 3 mountain bike enduro, double dumbbell cleans. So you're going to work from 10 down to 1. You're going to hold 2 dumbbells, you're going to touch the ground and hit your shoulder with the head of the dumbbell, hit the ground. So you're going to do 10 of those. Then on your 10th rep, keep the dumbbell high, and you're going to back step lunge. 1, 2, until you've done 10 each leg. And then you're going to do 9 dumbbell cleans. And 9 each leg, 8, 8, 7, 7, all the way down until you've done 1 of each. That's going to be very hard on the grip, very hard on the arms and the shoulders, midline, glutes and hamstrings, everything. Fantastic workout, and all you need is 2 dumbbells. And that's that for day 3. We're moving on to day 4. So if you are super beaten up, there's quite a lot of work this week, then make sure that you recover. Use this day 40 to 60 minutes of steady state cardio, some mobility work. If you want extra capacity and you feel like you're not getting out on your bike that much, and you're used to training 4 times a week, 5, 6, whatever, then by all means throw it in, but only if you're recovering well. And that capacity work can be as many rounds as you can in 40 minutes of 500-meter row and 3 rounds of 15 air squats, 10 press-ups. So you do your 500 meters, 3 rounds of squats and press-ups, 3 rounds back on the rower, and you do that as many rounds as you can in 40 minutes. So that shouldn't beat you up too much, but as I said earlier, prioritize recovery if you're going to be riding at the weekend. We don't want it to compromise any kind of riding quality that you're going to have. And that's that for this week. So as always, send back feedback, Facebook, Instagram message, email, any questions, please send them over. Good luck this week. I'm excited to be feeling a little bit better. As you can probably tell, I'm still a bit nasally. I'm back to training, so back to testing. I've tested some of these workouts. I will be doing this one, the dumbbell one today, so I might comment on Instagram to see, give you a heads up on that one. And that's it. So any questions, send them over. Happy gymming, happy riding. See you next week. Peace.